the other one. We can't really have more than 2 trains coming into these stations because they're not through stations. And so if you have more trains coming in than there are tracks, then there's nowhere else for them to go, except maybe they'll just loop around. Just loop around the roundabout. Although the roundabout is so short that they might actually get stuck here if they loop around here too much. Can we get stuck here? I think we can. If one train goes through that way, the other train comes through this way, I think we can actually get stuck. There is potentially a jam. Let me just put these into station. New vehicles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. So you can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you can go. Did I mess that up? No. Alright, so that pulls more passengers out of that station per trip. But the longer trains might actually jam this up if we're not careful. I'm actually a little concerned about this. Like they're so long that they will jam up if we're not careful. Well, it might happen or it might not happen. If it happens, we'll fix that when it happens. Ah, it goes that way. Interesting. I think it only went that way because this was red and that was stuck. Alternatively, what we can do is we can build an airport. We can build an airport and then use planes. We have not used planes yet, and up until now we haven't had to. But that is also an option. The red towns are the ones that hate me. Well, at least there are a few green ones to balance out the red ones. Let's see, let's check my stations again. Funford rating very good. I keep feeling like can put more trains at Funford. Although here comes a passenger train there, and here comes another passenger train there. And how much does that? What is that? Oh, that's a tanker. All right. And then there's a third passenger train there. Oh, what on earth is this? I didn't. What? Did I not put a? Okay, well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't actually put that. Okay, well, we don't need new trains. We just need to put passenger cars in the trains that we already have. Have I messed up anything else? It's just that one, right? Okay, it's just that one. It's just that one. All right, good. Never mind. This is not a. It's not a problem. Hun Hill is. I'm still watching it. Rating very good. Okay, this oil field. This oil field, we can take more oil here. What's going on here? This Manningfield oil field. Let me just clone a couple of these and get these going. Because apparently there's more oil here than we're transporting. This is crazy. 51%? We can get a lot more than 51% out of this. Okay, so if it's 51, it means we could probably have Because we had 2 ships there, right? Or do we have 2? Or 3? Do we have 3 ships or 2 ships? So, I mean, if it's 50%, what it means is that potentially we can double. We can potentially double our capacity. And the facility will match our capacity. Ratings very good. Very good is not very good. Mending worth. I can improve it by building a statue. Anyway, so the oil is a clear problem. This is not as much of a problem as you might expect. Goods. Goods rating very good. I wonder if I can put another goods train here. I think I can. I think I can put another good train here. Let me just go new vehicle. The problem is, where do I take these goods? I'll just go there, full load. And where do I take these goods? There? Alright, let's go to Tonworth. Alright, good luck with that. And come back here. The ratings is still 56. And we have a few more ships taking oil from that oil field. So Hen Hill, the number of passengers is slowly declining. And the rating is slowly increasing. So we're clearing this station out. Which is good news. There's still a ton of oil here. We might need a 3rd train here. Let me put a 3rd train here because we just increased the capacity of the oil transport by quite a lot. Wait a minute. What are you guys doing? Mining field, oil field. Oh, what? No, unload. Unload, dude. I forgot you had to force unload. Unload or crap. Unload. Have I not been? Oh, I haven't actually been unloading this whole time. It's not. Oh wow, it's not. It's not that there's a lot of oil there. It's not that there's a lot of oil production. I haven't actually been unloading the oil this whole time. Wow, wow, wow. I am messing up. That explains it, doesn't it? That is unload. That is unload. There's actually too many ships here now. There's actually 6 ships, isn't there? So now there's actually 6 ships here. And we don't actually need 6 ships here, I don't think. We'll find out pretty soon whether we need 6 ships or not. Actually, I can just look at the production. Production is only 98,000. That production is 90,000. We don't need 6 ships. We don't need 6 ships. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, you're already full loaded. Okay. So I should probably just sell the latest 3 ships. If it's empty, I should just sell it. Okay, it's empty. Let's go back. 16, 15, 16, and 17, isn't it? 17. So that is empty. I'm going to sell that one. I'm going to sell these 2 as well. Let me just keep all this in mind. Oops. Am I right? We're still a little bit concerned about Underhill. Not that much. We're not concerned about that anymore. That's just emptied out. Alright, there's a couple of oil trains there. Waiting at depot. Alright, that is going to depot. Well, I mean, there's still quite a bit of oil here, so... Maybe I should just keep this running until I empty out the oil. Well, we're close to... No, we're close to emptying out the oil. We don't need to do that. Alright. Alright, you're going to depot. So when this ship arrives here, it will empty this out. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at this game. So there's a lot of things to keep track of. And yes, you can make mistakes. Alright, we'll get rid of those. And this should be fine. This will empty out all of that. Alright, and that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That one is fine. The thing is, we've added more oil to here now. And now there's more goods here. Okay, now there's too many goods here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, look, there's 2 oil trains coming in. There's way too many goods here now. Let me go build that. Goods van. And we're gonna take this. You know what? Let's give you some goods. Oh no, actually no, give you guys some goods, because you're not growing, are you? Yeah, you're not growing, I don't know why. So let's follow there and give goods to these guys. Yeah, the rating for goods is only very good, only 63%, so we can put more trains in here and just get free money, pretty much. In fact, I might just clone this again. To improve the rating here, because it's only 67. Alright, wow. Embarrassing. Embarrassing mistakes. Hunwell is getting popular. Very popular. A lot of goods here. No, there isn't. Alright, all the goods are gone. Rating 73, not the best. But it's alright. Now wait a minute, it's 2050. Oh, I guess the game ends at December or something. So we should be close to the end of the game. We haven't been paying attention to ratings. So the game has a rating system, which we don't really care about. But we go to detailed performance rating. So if you can meet these objectives, then you get more points. So if we have like 38 more stations and have like another 36 more vehicles, and if our minimum profit on any of our vehicles is over $20,000, then we get 100, or we get like 1,000 out of the 1,000 points. I don't really care that much about the rating there, but if you care about it, you can manipulate your stuff so that you meet those objectives. So for example, the profits, see all these trains are making decent profit except this one, but that's a new train. So the problems with the profits, I believe, is the buses. Yeah, the buses don't make enough profit to meet that standard, and the ships don't make enough profit to meet that standard. So if we just sell the buses and the ships, we'll get a higher score. So you kind of understand why I don't respect the score that much, because if you do less, you'll get more points because you're finessing the numbers in such a way as to maximize your points. Yeah, I don't really think that's a good thing to do, or I don't really consider that to be a respectable game objective. But we can do that if we want to. Alright, so the oil trains are doing fine there. In fact, we probably don't. I don't know if we need that many oil trains. Probably don't. Alright, that looks good. Excellent, 75% rating. Alright, so I think we're done. I don't think I want to build any more. It's too bad we can't see the trains because they're too small on the screen. But there are a lot of trains moving around the map. This game, look, trains are like, it's like a toy train set, except you don't have to pay any money for it. OpenTTD is literally free, it's open source. So if you've always wanted your own toy train set, but you can't afford it, you should play this game. Look at this. Look at this simulation. This transport simulation, this is so much fun. Also congestion, oops. What a great game. And it's not like it's fairly simple. Actually, when did Transport Tycoon come out? Let me just look this up. Transport Tycoon Deluxe. It came out in 1994. 1994. What is that? 20 years ago? 20 something odd years ago. Over 20 years ago. Good games just don't age, right? I mean, I guess they kind of age. But good games are good games, no matter how old they get. And Transport Tycoon Deluxe really is one of those games that stand the test of time. Like you have newer games like Factorial, I guess. But just in terms of design and quality, like this game, if you release this game today, it'll be fine. I mean, and of course, if you release it today, the graphics will be better, I guess. But if you release this game today, people will play it. And look at all this spaghetti. Look at all this stuff. There's not that many games that allow you to build kind of complex stuff like this. I mean, of course, there is a whole genre of building games where you build complex stuff. But like this sort of spaghetti, which I don't even understand unless I look at it closely. Like, not that many games encourage you to do stuff like this. And this is what I enjoy. Okay, we're done. Tycoon of the Century, Magnate status. Alright, we're 820. Alright, so that's the end of our playthrough. Our abbreviated playthrough of Transport Tycoon Deluxe, or OpenTTD. What else do I want to say about all this? You should get the game, just download the game and play it for yourself. It's a fun game. It might be quite complicated to get started, actually. Now that I think back on it. If your first attempt is not as successful, or not as good as what I ended up with, don't despair, just keep trying and keep learning. There is a learning process. Because like train logic, unless you're a train engineer or something, like you've never done this before, so don't get disappointed if your first attempt is not as complex as this. I mean, it might be better than this because this is unnecessarily complex in some ways. Like, look at this. What is this? Um, but I mean, this is look how much fun this is. Look how, or I don't know. Do you think it is fun? Does anyone else find this fun? Like, does anyone else find building like pathways for vehicles to go through? Like, who else find this? I find this super entertaining. You know, like I found the traffic engineering in City Skylines to be super interesting. A number of people who played City Skylines thought the game was broken because of the transport of the traffic simulation. Like there was some, like when you read the reviews, some people came to the conclusion that the game was broken or unfinished or poorly designed because they couldn't get traffic to work in their cities, right? But if you look at my playthrough, I mean, not to brag or anything, but if you look at my playthrough, I solved the transport problem. I solved the traffic problem. You know, you just have to put the roads in the right place. And like if you use the highway junctions, the game gives you by default. It just don't work, right? The capacity is just not enough. But I played the game. I designed my own highway junctions, and then I laid out my city, and then we got all the way to the end of all the objectives, and our city ran perfectly fine. Like we had some congestion problems along the way, but then we solved them along the way. And in the end, our city didn't have traffic problems because and it's just how you lay out your roads. It's just a matter of how you lay out your roads, right? And so this kind of traffic engineering problem or train engineering problem, I really enjoy this sort of stuff, and I think it's a lot of fun. And if you enjoy this sort of thing, if you play through City Skylines and you manage to make your traffic work, and you're not one of these people who say this game is unfinished because the traffic is obviously imbalanced. I mean, what do you want me to say, dude? I mean, I played through it. My city was fine. My city didn't have any traffic problems. In fact, I played through it twice. I've played through that game twice. Once on video, once not. The other one was on the hilly terrain too, so it was more complicated. It wasn't just flat ground. And I made the traffic work there as well. I mean, there was one junction halfway up the hill that got over capacity quite a lot because like it's sloping ground, so you can't put roads as well as. But I made that work eventually. So you can make it work. Like City Skyline anyway, that's a different game. And again, like with Transport Tycoon, well, the Transport Tycoon, it doesn't fail if your thing is not complex enough. Like if your train network is less complex than this, you still succeed in the game, but you have a less interesting network. That's all it is. Like you don't need everything to interconnect. Like you can just have, you know, coal mine power plant and just have one track, and then maybe a different coal mine and a different power plant, or a different coal mine and the same power plant, and then two stations in one track. But you can make it really simple and really dumb, and the game will still work. It's just, you know, you're just less impressed by it in the end. Like you don't have spaghetti, you just have like single tracks between stations. So even if you do that, it still works. So I guess in that way, a game like Transport Tycoon is more forgiving than a game like City Skylines. In City Skylines, if your road network doesn't work, your city just gets screwed, like completely screwed. Like a fire will start and your fire trucks will not get anywhere, and then your whole city will burn down. That's possible in City Skylines. So in City Skylines, if you can't make the complex transport stuff work, you can actually fail the game. In this game, you can't really fail. You can succeed harder, but you can't fail. Which in a way, it's a pretty it's less discouraging game design. Let's put it that way. All right, I just love this game. I just think this is a great game. I think this will always be a good game. It's like chess. I think people will always play chess, and people will always play Transport Tycoon Deluxe. I mean, look at this. Look at this. And it's only an abbreviated game. It's just a 30-year game. The whole game is 100 years long. We're playing less than a third of it. Oh, anyway, I'll stop rambling. Alright, this is the end of the playthrough. I enjoy this sort of thing a lot. I don't know if I should make more videos of it because it's going to be more of the same, right? It's going to have more. If I play a bigger map, it would just be more tracks, more stations, more trains, but the basic idea will be the same. So maybe it's not as interesting for you guys to watch me do this for 20 or 30 or 50 hours or 100 hours. But I love this sort of stuff. Engineering, I love engineering. All right, I'll see you.